He was an inventor, a writer, a painter, a scientist, and a marketing genius. He was the Leonardo da Vinci of feudal Japan. And he died in prison for murder. This is the story of Hiraga Gennai, a man who saw the future, tried to build it, and was destroyed by the very world he was trying to change. Hiraga Gennai was born in 1728, into a world of peace and order ruled by the Tokugawa Shogunate. He was born a samurai, but at the very bottom rung, his destiny was to be a minor functionary in a remote province. But Gennai's mind was too big for his station. While others trained with the sword, Gennai studied Rangaku, a field of natural science. He was fascinated by the mechanics of the real world, not the formalities of the samurai bureaucracy. So he did the unthinkable, he resigned. He gave up his hereditary position as a samurai to become a masterless samurai. In a society where your place was determined by birth, this was social suicide. He traded security for freedom and headed for Edo. In Edo, Gennai discovered his calling, Rangaku, or Dutch learning. This was the study of Western science, trickling into Japan through a single trading post. For Gennai, these strange books filled with foreign diagrams were a gateway to a new universe. He wasn't just a scholar, he was a showman. In 1761, he organized Japan's first ever product exhibition, a grand fair showcasing unusual items from across the country. It was a massive success. Suddenly, Gennai Sensei was a celebrity, the most famous intellectual in Japan. He was a best-selling author, a famous painter, a sought-after consultant, but Gennai was just getting started. He was about to tackle his most ambitious project, yet rebuilding a mysterious, broken Dutch machine that could harness the power of lightning itself. This was the Elekiter, a machine that could generate static electricity. To the people of 18th century Japan, it was pure magic. For Hiraga Gennai, it was the culmination of years of obsessive work, and the project that would cement his legend. The original Elekiter was a Dutch import that had broken. No one knew how to fix it. Gennai spent years studying Dutch, deciphering scientific texts, and painstakingly reconstructing the device. In 1776, he succeeded. He had captured lightning in a box. But what was the point? First, it was a spectacle to build his fame and secure funding. But more importantly, he believed it had a practical purpose. Based on Western theories, he thought electricity could be used to cure diseases. The Elekiter was just one project among dozens. His mind never stopped. He was a mining engineer, introducing new techniques to increase ore production. He developed Japan's first asbestos cloth, a fireproof fabric. He was a celebrated artist, mastering Western-style painting and producing a new, popular style of ceramics. He was even a best-selling satirical novelist. He was a one-man industrial and cultural revolution. What drove this creativity? It was a combination of boundless curiosity and a deep-seated public spirit. He believed that by applying Western science, he could enrich Japan, strengthen its industries, and improve people's lives. But Gennai's genius was dazzling, and also dangerous. He was a low-ranking upstart who didn't play by the rules. His ideas were too strange, too foreign, too ahead of their time. The feudal bureaucracy, resistant to change, began to see him not as an asset, but as a threat. The brightest mind in Japan was about to collide with the establishment. To be a genius is one thing, to have your genius supported is another. After the triumph of the Elekiter, Hiraga Gennai's career entered a slow, painful decline. His mind was still racing with ideas, but the world around him refused to keep up. His grand projects, designed to benefit the nation, repeatedly stalled. A mining venture was sabotaged by politics. His fireproof cloth was deemed too expensive. The government, deeply conservative and suspicious of foreign influence, offered little support. For every brilliant idea, there was an official to say no. The endless frustration took its toll. The man who had once charmed lords grew bitter and angry. He began to drink heavily. His brilliant mind, once a fountain of creativity, became a prison of resentment. Then, in the winter of 1779, his frustration exploded into violence. During a dispute over the renovation of his own house, Gennai, in a fit of rage, drew his sword and killed 2 carpenters. The exact motive is lost to history. Some say he was drunk, Others say he mistakenly believed they had stolen his blueprints. Whatever the reason, the result was the same. The celebrated genius was now a murderer. He was arrested and thrown into the notorious Denmark prison. The fall was as swift as it was total. From the pinnacle of fame to the depths of a feudal prison, there would be no special treatment for the great Hiraga Gennai. In the cold, unforgiving darkness of his cell, the man who had harnessed electricity could not fight off a simple infection. Just 1 month after his arrest, Hiraga Gennai died of tetanus. He was 52 years old. It was a squalid, tragic end for the brightest mind of his generation. In Japan, there is a summer tradition called Eel Day, when everyone eats eel for stamina. That nationwide marketing campaign was invented by Hiraga Gennai. A friend's eel shop was struggling, so Gennai created a slogan. It's a perfect symbol of his legacy, a ghost of brilliant creativity that still haunts modern Japan. His true impact was far greater. The seeds he planted took decades to sprout. His championing of Western science helped pave the way for the Meiji Restoration. He was a bridge between the old Japan and the new. He is often called the Leonardo da Vinci of Japan. Both were polymaths, masters of art and science, driven by a relentless curiosity. But there is a crucial difference. Da Vinci had the support of patrons in a culture that celebrated innovation. Gennai lived in a feudal society that valued stability above all else. His story is the classic tragedy of the pioneer. He was the man who ran too far ahead of his own time. He saw a future his contemporaries could not, and he was punished for it. Hiraga Gennai's life is a testament to the power and the peril of genius. He was a man of spectacular successes and equally spectacular failures. He reminds us that progress is not inevitable, and that the people who push it forward are often misunderstood and rejected. He was a flawed, brilliant, and tragic man who died in disgrace. But his ideas helped invent the Japan of today. He was a man who died in prison, but whose mind helped set a nation free.